How are we feeling? Are we feeling hydrated?
Uh, we could be more.
Same. Bottoms up. Mm. There we go. That's going to kick off the whole episode.
What is your podcast about? Hanging out with your smartest and funniest friend. You know me. I'll kill anybody, but I'll only sleep with someone I love. Baby, she's a slut, just like her mother.
Welcome back, cuties. Welcome to Whorror Icon. I just said welcome twice in one sentence. That's nonsensical. Hi, cuties, and welcome back to Whorror Icon, your queer playground for all things scary, sexy, and absolutely stupid. I'm Crybaby, the spooky slut from your wettest nightmare.
I'm Richard, Brooklyn's favorite plant daddy.
You betcha. And we are finally here.
We've made it, baby.
We've made it, baby.
We've made it.
We're talking about the reboot of I Know What You Did Last Summer. This episode I was hoping to get out yesterday, but Mama had to get her computer repaired. So here we are. It's been a weird week.
It has been really weird.
Yeah.
I think Mercury's in retrograde or something.
It is
now.
in retrograde.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
Okay.
Mercury's absolutely in retrograde.
Verified.
Yeah, I was telling Richard earlier, I was cat sitting for like a little over a week. And it was in Flatbush, which is the same continent as Bushwick. I felt like I was in a lawless land. I didn't really feel like going out anywhere because I didn't want to deal with public transit. And
who wants to go out right now? It's muggy, it's humid, it's gross. I
That's
think it's going to
true.
be like 90 degrees tomorrow. Oh,
That's actually very true because I did not go outside. So a lot of people were complaining about how hot it was.
it's pretty gross.
I was AC'd watching Dropout TV, everybody. That's what I was doing.
Summer.
Summer.
Summer in the city right now.
Indeed.
Good.
You know, when you have like your set routine and then you get pulled out of your environment and all of that falls away and then you're like a sim. You don't know what to do. I'm like putting my baby in the toilet and lighting my refrigerator on fire. That's kind of how I felt.
Oh, I was evil when I played The Sims.
Oh, me too. Tell me.
Okay, so I used to trap people in that square and build walls around them
Uh-huh.
and have them like pee on themselves and then die.
That's bad. I was worse.
Oh wait,
I
how
was
you worse? Oh my god.
Please don't judge me for this, people. I promise I'm a really nice person. Okay,
What did
so
you do?
I did, obviously, I had the Rosebud thing, so I had unlimited money and
Oh
resources.
yeah.
So what I would do, because the maximum size you could have for a family would be 8, right? You could only go up to 8 people. So I would make a family of 8, or 4 kids and 4 parents. It was a very like polyamorous,
A
like
very
whatever.
polyamorous household.
But what I did, it was very like Saw meets the Hunger Games, like Squid Games kind of thing. I would build this mansion, and I would have rooms with like different challenges in it, and whoever performed the worst in the challenge, I would lock in the room, and
Okay.
I would kill them in different ways. Like I would let them starve to death. I would turn it into a swimming pool. I would put fireworks, whatever the case may be, and I would just like they would die. And then there would be one survivor from every family, and I let them live in the victory house on the same property, like this beautiful mansion. And eventually, when I got to 8 survivors, I did an all-star season where.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I did that a couple of rounds. And the worst part is I didn't give them names. They were numbered. But like I wrote out the number. Like the winner, the ultimate victor of all this was a little girl, and her name was Phor, spelled Phor. But the thing is, even though she was the winner of all of this, because so many people had died on that property, it was haunted as fuck. There were ghosts all the time. Because The Sims had ghosts.
Yeah.
And of course, there was all of the fucking graves, like the headstones in the back. So even though 4 had won, was like the ultimate victor, her quality of life was trash because she was scared to death from all of the
trauma,
ghosts.
yeah.
Well, and the trauma, of course, but all of the ghosts that were just swarming this victory house. Listen, it sounds worse than it is. I promise I'm sane. It's better that I do that in a video game than in real life.
Touche.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Touche.
I got it out of my system.
Yeah.
Who knows what would have happened if I did?
And now look at us now.
A fucking
We're good. We're friends.
cross-dresser. Even though I'm not in drag today, everybody. It's like I said, lawless land. I'm dressed like a fucking 5-year-old. I'm in a shirt that's probably 5 sizes too big for me. It goes down to my knees. I don't have to wear pants if I don't want
You
to.
don't have to.
But I am.
Oh.
I'm wearing gym shorts, so we're fine. I'm decent, everybody. What are you drinking today?
I'm having a ginger kombucha, which is helping my digestion because I got fucked up last night off some bougie martinis. And at 2 a.m., I think I ordered Thai food and ate it.
Oh, that sounds so good.
I know.
So Richard is hungover and the sky is blue. And today ends in Y. No, but good for you. Thai food sounds fucking great.
Yeah.
And
I swear
the
I don't
ginger.
drink that much. It just happens that when we film this, I happen to party the day before.
Well, I mean, it is Sunday. Not to say that you have a standard issue 9-to-5 job, but Saturday night's a pretty juicy party.
But we usually film on Mondays.
King of Drag comes out tonight. Have you been watching King of
I
Drag?
haven't.
Girl. And this is to all you listeners out there, too. I fucking live for King of Drag.
Really?
The production quality, of course, it's its first season. It's low budget, but it's so much fun.
Is it on Logo?
It's an app called Reverie, which how dare you disrespect this pioneering application like that? You couldn't have held it, Richard.
Just letting you know that tastes like pad thai.
Ugh, and it smells like it too. It's this app called Reverie, Revry.
Reverie.
And it's a queer app with queer media. And they have King of Drag, which is the first drag king television competition series.
Oh.
So it's all kings. And first off, this cast is... I love each and every one of them. Shout out to our Queen's royalty, Tuna Melt. Yeah, Tuna Melt. Love you, Bibs. But yeah, so you like the cast is wonderful. The production quality is like it's subpar, but it's the first season. And honestly, the first season of this is better than the first season of Drag Race.
Oh my god, the first season of Drag Race was
anyway, back to King of Drag.
Yes.
It's great. It's the finale tonight. I highly recommend watching it. Reverie is free. You can subscribe if you want to support queer content.
Which you should.
Which if you're here, I'm guessing you probably do. But the artists, my favorite part is getting to know these artists. When I tell you this, and this isn't me being a shady bitch, I'm getting
bitch.
Yeah, I'm getting to a point with Drag Race where I'm still happy to see the queens, right? I
think I know where you're going with
Well,
this.
I'm just having a hard time connecting to so many of them.
I just don't like Drag Race anymore.
Well, that
I'm gonna
too.
be honest.
No.
Like the past few seasons, and by few I mean like what, 10? I don't even know what season we're on. It's just too formulaic for me. And I missed when the queens had to make their own costumes and we saw them struggling, hot gluing things and just being like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, because at that point that really smells like pad thai. Oh, somebody light a fucking match. Wow.
I felt it.
Right in my nose, everybody.
Felt it. Well, I warned you we're going to be very close today.
I know. Anyway, to your point, I think, and this isn't to say that when you collaborate with a designer, it's not in good part your vision as an artist, right? But when you had back then is you had a lot more creative agency, a lot more like involvement on the drag artist's part, whereas now it's basically like the red carpet, who are you wearing? And there's nothing inherently wrong with that, but to judge people on their ability to afford things versus their ability to create things is where I'm turned off, because
anyone who's like rich enough, they could buy a fabulous costume, and it's unfair that they're like, wow, that's so beautiful. Bitch, you didn't even fucking make it.
Yeah, and I will say an argument is probably like there's the taste factor. Like if someone has quote unquote good taste, I personally feel like that concept is stupid.
It's stupid.
Like this idea of good taste versus bad taste.
It's not about taste.
And like knowing what I guess like curating a look, like there is some skill in that, but it's a lot more impressive when you're the one creating it.
Yeah, it's art.
Yeah, so I'm with you there. But back to my initial point, it's like a lot of these queens, kind of back to the whole plug and play, like you can tell who's a filler queen on Drag Race right away. And it's hard to connect with them because the edit doesn't do anything for them and they just kind of disappear. They're just there as cannon fodder to go home. With King of Drag, I genuinely connect with and enjoy each and every artist. Even the people that go home super early, I'm just like, I really fuck with these artists, and it brings me so much joy to see drag kings with this platform finally getting like exposure and recognition that they deserve, because kings are wonderful.
Yeah.
There's and
They don't get enough recognition.
they don't.
Definitely not.
Misogyny is real in the gay community. Just because you suck dick doesn't mean that you're not a dick. You know what I'm saying?
No.
There's too many people out there who are like gatekeeping drag and thinking that it's only for men who want to dress as women, when it's really using gender as a paintbrush.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah, and kings are just as capable of some really fun, campy, like high fashion kind of looks, if you just want to reduce it down to looks, because there's so much more to drag. But
Yeah.
the big argument against kings is like, what about the looks?
It's drag is like about commentary. It's about art. It's about what's your point of view on things. What's the camp? What's the comedy? What's your take? Like, I feel that pageantry. Granted, there is a place for pageantry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. But I think in terms of the bigger picture of drag, it's more than just pageantry. And I think it's silly for us to just hold all drag queens and kings to that standard.
Exactly. And to sit there and say like, oh, what's a drag king gonna do? Wear a suit and tie every week on the runway, when your fave is wearing a corset and a panty every week? I mean, come on.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing, different color. Like it's anyway.
Yeah.
That was a tangent I wasn't expecting to go on. I know what you did last summer.
Yes.
So yes, we saw I Know What You Did Last Summer. We saw it together.
We did.
Which was really
It was a
fun.
really fun experience.
It was a really, really fun experience. So what we're gonna do, everybody, we're gonna start with like a general spoiler-free kind of gig, and then we're gonna go into spoiler territory. What I will say is there's just watch it first before, and this is my stance on any movie. Watch it first before you take in any kind of like critique, criticism, or anything like that. Watch it on your own and form your own opinion. Don't rely on mine, or definitely don't rely on Richard's.
Definitely don't. No. I am here for purely entertainment purposes.
That's definitely not your thoughts.
Definitely not.
But yeah, like of course I understand there's some people out there that need to have like that precursor before going into a horror movie.
A little tease, yeah.
That's not what I'm talking about. Like, what I'm talking about, there's some people who just because of anxiety or because of their relationship with horror, they need to know going in, like, where's the jump scare? Where's the this? I'm not talking about y'all. Do your thing. I'm talking about the average casual person. Just like, if you can see a movie without getting anybody else's opinions before going in, do it. I feel like that's very important.
That's always the best route.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go into it like judgment free, not expecting anything.
Exactly, because I feel, and this, I guess we can just like jump into it. I feel like had I gotten people's opinions before seeing this movie, it would have colored my experience a lot more. Because a lot of people didn't like it.
What?
Yeah, right?
I'm shook. I
Yeah.
loved it.
It was so
good.
fun. It was such a fun movie. And I feel like
Yeah, I am curious what the haters have to say.
a lot of it I think is valid stuff. Like a lot of the critiques I've seen.
'Cause I have not done any research whatsoever. I have not read any reviews. I didn't even watch the trailer. Like I want to go in this fucking fully raw.
And I bet it's so enjoyable because there's so many delightful surprises in this movie.
So many.
Especially if you're a fan of the first two movies.
So many Easter eggs.
But yeah, a lot of the critiques that I've seen were particularly around like the tone. I can't remember if I had this conversation with you because I get it. I clocked it. The tone of this movie, while fun, sometimes it feels disjointed. There were moments where I felt like I was going back and forth between two separate movies.
Oh, yes.
One that felt more grounded, like the first one, and one that felt a little bit more campy and self-aware and self-referential, like Scream.
I didn't mind it.
I didn't either.
I think it's because I already have troubles focusing my attention. So the fact that we jumped different tones, I was entertained.
It was a benefit for you.
It was a benefit. I'm like,
Yeah.
I switch tones all the time. I could be happy. I could be sad. I could be angry.
Wow, that's the human experience. What?
I think I might be human.
Barely. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I didn't think it was bad. I clocked it.
I when you told me after we saw it, it makes sense. I agreed with you completely.
Yeah, but I don't think it's necessarily as a negative to this film for me.
No.
Yeah. So you loved it.
I loved it.
Yeah.
As being someone who needs like, or like lose track of things, it kept me engaged.
Yeah, it was engaging. I think it's very Gen Z.
It is.
It's very Gen Z. Again, I don't mind. I saw a lot of things that were like negatively just like, oh, this Gen Z ass script. And I'm like, well, the characters are Gen Z. And we're back. And
That
we're
tasted
back.
good too.
I bet it did. Okay, so we talked about the tone a bit all over the
tone,
place.
yes.
I do want to revisit the notion that there is so much in this movie to enjoy if you are a fan of the first two movies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some big stuff and some little stuff, right? How'd you feel about that?
I mean, there was a moment I literally held your hand. I was like, it's happening. It's happening right now.
We literally were beating the shit out of each other with excitement. Like we were just
We were
doing
doing this the whole time. It not only were there amazing reveals that pay homage to the first two movies, but I also love that they showed environments that also were of the previous two worlds.
It's very clear to me that the director hold on, let me pull up her. I'm gonna pull up.
Yeah,
her
who
real
is
quick.
the director?
She's Jennifer Caton Robinson, who this is as far as what I could see, this is the first feature horror that she's done.
Oh.
She does a lot of writing, and she directed a dark comedy. I watched the trailer this morning. I actually kind of want to see it.
What was
It's
the dark comedy?
It's called Do Revenge. It's on Netflix. It feels very like John Tucker Must Die meets Jawbreakers.
Which I love Jawbreaker. I don't think I watched John Tucker Must Die.
I mean, all you know is just some guy fucks somebody over and they try to kill him. They don't try to kill him, but they try to sabotage him. It's that kind of narrative, but it does have a little bit of a Jawbreaker's darkness to it.
Yeah, a dark humor.
Yeah, so
Which I can kind of see now reflecting back.
yes.
This movie is...
It's cheeky as fuck.
Yeah.
It is cheeky as fuck.
It made me laugh.
Well, and I think that goes back again to that duality that we noticed where there's some points that are just so funny and then there's some points that are so grounded. And I could tell that this director really loved this franchise.
Oh, yeah.
You know, she put a lot of love into it.
You can tell that this, like you said, the director did her homework.
She did. And I do think that another critique that I've seen of this is that it's too fan servicey.
What's wrong with that?
I think when you are, well, that's a good point. I personally don't have a problem with fan service as long as it doesn't take away from the story you're trying to tell.
Yeah.
Right? Some people aren't crazy about fan service. They feel like the crew is just creating this moment simply because it's like the popular choice.
Okay.
But that also brings me to another thing that I don't think was fan service that I think was really bold. They made some bold decisions here that I don't think were fan servicey. I don't want to get too much into detail.
That's true. That is not fan servicey at all.
They took
but it
some
was great.
big bold swings that a lot of people I've seen were not happy about.
What?
Right? You and I obviously we have the same kind of appreciation for stuff.
What? That made the whole thing.
I agree. I agree. All right, the last things I'm going to say. I have I threw up a little poll on the Instagram asking people who saw it like what they thought.
I love a poll.
So of course you do. So I got a couple of responses. One of them was you. So what I asked.
Wait, I answered this question?
Yes. So I threw this up on the Whorror Icon Instagram. I was just like, if you saw the new I Know What You Did Last Summer, what are your thoughts?
Oh.
You responded with fuck yes, which I already knew. But I got a couple of other response.
Spill it.
All right. A friend of mine from a different state, it's Ed on Instagram, said absolutely phenomenal, 10 out of 10.
We love it.
We love it. Now, the next one, and this is the last one that I'm going to share too, it's from our friends at Slay, a queer Buffy podcast.
Okay.
Hi out there, cuties. They said it was fun, and I think people may have nostalgia goggles on for the quality to the OG. As in, I love the first one, but I don't think that there was some huge drop in quality. It was campy. So what I think they're saying is that they liked it like we did, but I think they're also making that point, which is like some people are holding the original on too high a pedestal. It was good, but this isn't a huge deterrent from it. It's campier, sure.
Yeah.
But it's not like the first one is like this untouchable masterpiece. It's not.
It's
No. So, yeah, our friends at Slay, a Queer Buffy podcast, give them a follow. They agree with us. They think it was a lot of fun. It was really campy and it was a fun movie.
oh
So,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
and with that said, everybody, we have to get into spoiler territory now because I don't know if we can speak anymore in vagaries. So, I will say if you haven't watched it yet, go out and watch it and come back. Especially if you really enjoy the first two movies. I think you're gonna. I think you'll enjoy it.
I really think you'll enjoy it too, and watch it in theaters too.
Yes.
I do not think you should wait for it to be streaming to watch this. Going to the theater and knowing that you're seeing this with other fans of the franchise is an experience.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we were there, it was just a few of us filing in, and it was literally just like all gay dudes.
Yeah.
I thought that was really funny.
It was a little giggle fest, a little gay
Yeah,
giggle fest.
a little gay giggle fest. It's just nice seeing other people that enjoy the same things that you enjoy, but actually getting to see them in person. Even though you don't say anything, you're sharing the same space. Or like when there's a jump scare, there's a group laugh. I think what's missing these days is that sense of being with each other rather than just being online.
I agree with you 1,000,000%. I will say this until the day I die. Horror movies, I feel like, are best viewed in theaters and in those kind of communal settings for that reason, because it's so fun and exciting. It's like going to a haunted house, kind of. Like there's these strangers next to you and you're all kind of like giddy and nervous and laughing. It's such a fun communal thing.
It is. Or like when like someone gets scared and then like someone who isn't scared, there's like a little laugh too. Because there was a moment that I jumped scared and everyone like turned to me like, oh, you silly.
No, I agree. It's just really fun. So yes, go see it in theaters if you can, and then come right on back to us. And with all of that said, it's time to get in.
Spoily.
Spoiler alert, cutie patooties. I do have Crybaby's breakdown for this. I wrote a breakdown for this, everybody.
Yay. I can't wait to hear this.
It's pretty long. I did not memorize it. So here we go.
Here we go.
Welcome back to another traumatizing 4th of July, cuties. And if you're wondering how history could possibly repeat itself so easily, no need to look at global current events. Just head down to the newly gentrified shores of Southport for some fresh, murderous shenanigans. This time, we're following a hot, sexy group of ambiguously aged Gen Z 20-somethings as they navigate the complexities of privilege, legacy, accountability, and post-mortem skincare. The subtle class tension of the original film is now fully main character energy as our final girl Ava returns home for her bestie Danica's engagement party. That's where we meet our very incestuous friend group and the working class in recovery outcast who used to be one of them back when her family still had money, and now she's stuck working the party for the rich kids who left her behind. Womp womp. But fret not, they bond again the way all messy 20-somethings do, with fireworks, cannabis, and accidental manslaughter. After causing a fatal accident, the crew gets off scot-free because daddy's got connections. But babes, we know the title of this movie. 1 year later, the friend group is unraveled. Bisexuality and kink make an appearance as a manifestation of guilt, and Southport's police department seems more interested in protecting zip codes than solving murders. Handwritten threats make a bold comeback as our group of hot, sexy socialites spiral into a guilt-fueled modern-day hot girl research. Oh. And what's an investigation without revisiting the movie that started it all? That's right. Julie James is back, now a cool-as-fuck college professor, long divorced from her emotional support ex, White Bread Ray, who is also in this movie, and honestly, daddy as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Hi,
he's
Freddie
hot.
Prinze. Of course, our babes and their babes start dropping like flies in increasingly brutal fashion until it's finally revealed the real killer is gentrification, corruption, and the rich's refusal to take accountability. Our working class heroes, Stevie and Ray, rise up to eat the rich and make them pay. That is until the college-educated elite show up to shut it all down and serve up a very clear sequel setup instead, leaving us with one question. What will they do next summer? That, exactly. So that's that. In a nutshell, obviously without all the big beats.
That was a great breakdown.
Thank you. Obviously, I leaned very much into the very obvious class portrayal. which I clocked in the first one. I don't know if
You did.
the working class versus like the affluent.
I definitely did not even pick that up.
Uh-huh.
I was just like distracted by the hot teens.
Yeah, well, they're not teens. They're in their 20s.
They're not teens. Yes.
But they are hot. That's another thing. This cast is so hot.
They're very attractive.
There's not a single booger except for two of the working class people, the graveyard person and the person that works at the fucking car, the junk shop, not the junk shop, wherever they take cars after they get totaled.
Oh, yeah.
The junkyard.
Oh my God, I didn't even remember those characters.
Well, I saw this 3 times to prep for this because I have to. I have to know what I'm talking about. Every single person in this is a babe.
Interesting.
Yes. So let's go ahead. We're going to bitch the pot. I have a little bit of info here. So originally, Mike Flanagan was workshopping doing a reboot in 2014.
Who's Mike Flanagan again?
He's like horror royalty. He's quite good. He did oh my fucking God. The not the House on Haunted Hill, The Haunting of Hill House.
Oh, yeah.
And The Fall of the House of Usher.
Yes, I've seen
Yeah,
those.
he's done some like really good stuff. He's way more dark and like emotional. So I could imagine that if he had gone through with this reboot, it would have been way dark.
Very dark, yeah. Gruesome even.
And just very like rooted in the emotional horror of it all. Not even like the slashery element of it, but just like the trauma, the mind fuck of it all. Yeah.
It would be a different movie for sure.
Yeah, I would see it. I would
definitely
see
it. Yeah.
Oh, and I guess this they pitched this movie after the TV show was canceled. I keep forgetting there was a
that
TV show for this.
I tried watching the first episode. I couldn't get through it.
Oh, is it not good?
I just like didn't hold. It was too slow.
I was considering watching it after we recorded today.
Oh, maybe
I might give it a shot. I'll
give it
smoke a
shot
little bit
afterwards.
and whatever.
But yeah, I tried watching the first movie. It's just. It is.
Well, the thing is, I feel like slashers specifically, they're really difficult to put into a TV show format because I think thinking back on the ones that have succeeded, like Chucky, so stylized and so soap opera-esque in the decisions that they make, and it's like you kind of have to do that with TV to keep people engaged. Because I don't know if I could sit through 22 episodes of just like straight slasher pacing, you know? As much as I love a slasher.
I think also for me is that the whole idea of I Know What You Did Last Summer is seeing Jennifer Love Hewitt, seeing Freddie Prinze Jr., seeing Sarah Michelle Gellar, seeing Brandy. It's seeing these familiar faces that I already love. Kind of along the lines of, do you remember when Clueless came out as a TV show?
Vaguely. And the only one was Dion, right? Stacey Dash was the only one that...
I also loved the character of Dion, but Alicia Silverstone wasn't there. Some of the OG cast wasn't there. It wasn't the same. And I tried liking Clueless, the TV show, but it did not work out.
Yeah.
So even though you could try to recapture it, sometimes it's all about the star power too.
That's true.
Like it celebrates those actresses.
That's true, because thinking about it, we love Chucky. That's why Chucky worked. We're there for Chucky.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Chucky, then. Like, if they remade the doll to look like something else.
Well, they did that with the 2019 remake. That's trash. Sorry.
See?
Sorry. Not sorry. I didn't even cover it on the franchise season. That's how much I didn't like it. I didn't even bother. I don't even know if I acknowledged that it was there. I'm not even kidding. Because I did it with Donnie. I did the whole Chucky series. I don't even know if I mentioned
I think you did.
whether or not I was going to be covering the reboot. Because as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't exist. Anyway.
Okay.
So TV show, I might give it a shot. I'll let you know what you think. But I generally stay away from TV shows on this podcast. I want to stick with movies because it's like a TV show is an investment.
It's a long time.
It's a long time. So
every episode.
I know. But after that was canceled, that's when they decided to pitch it. This one, it was co-written and directed by Jennifer Caton Robinson. She is a huge fan, and she is also Sarah Michelle Gellar's best friend. Now, the tea is, she was apparently trying really hard to find a way to get SMG back in this movie. She was just like, I think I wrote a quote. She said, I tried to pitch some crazy shit too. I was like, what if it's like you weren't dead and you're actually alive but in hiding? And Sarah's like, I was on ice. I was the most dead person. I was the most dead a person could be. You can see my frozen body. I am dead. I am Sarah Dead Gellar.
I love Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Me
She
too.
is so funny.
But I get it. Like, how many times have we griped and groped about her dying in that movie?
Yeah.
You know, I get it. Sarah Michelle Gellar is just a joy to have on screen. And if her best friend is directing the movie, she's going to be like, I'm going to find a way to get you in here. Now, this next fact, probably not true, but I wrote it down because I feel like it's something that you would enjoy. I love entertaining the idea of this. Whether or not it's true, it doesn't matter.
I love being entertained.
It's my headcanon. So, apparently, the house where we see Julie James, you know, where she's living in this movie,
Yeah.
apparently that was the house that they used as Buffy Summers' house in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I knew that wooden frame.
It looks kind of familiar, right?
I see it.
I don't know if this is accurate, but it was on IMDb, which
my
I always take
God.
with a grain of salt. But I'm just going to put that out there as like you can choose to believe this if you want to.
Oh my God, I'm gagging right now.
Isn't that such a fun thought?
Oh,
It's so like
Delightful.
the layers.
also, just I had to say, your first outfit on the first episode also reminds me of Buffy when she runs down the hallway.
And a season 2. Yep.
But also just letting you know that whenever I have to run anywhere in Bushwick, I think of that scene and it makes me run
Of
faster.
her just like slowly running down the.
Whenever I turn a corner, that is what goes on in my eye.
Yes. For those of you who are unaware, we are talking about Buffy the Vampire Slayer, season 2, episode 21.
God.
It's the penultimate episode. It's a 2-part season finale. And Buffy gets tricked, you know, and the big bad ends up like kidnapping
all her
her friends. And it's just this iconic shot of her slow motion running down the hallway. I could go on and on about Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm in a Buffy rewatch. So anyways, next piece of tea. This is one that I kept seeing, and it is driving me crazy how it's being spun. Apparently, Jennifer Love Hewitt's negotiations for like coming back into this film caused a lot of drama, and it like tore the production schedule asunder or whatever, because she was just like, listen, if you're bringing me back, I'm not coming back for a cameo. Like, I'm not coming back so people can be like, there's the ghost of I Know What You Did Last Summer.
There she is.
She's like,
wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, she's like, if I'm coming back, I want to have like a role. And damn right she should.
Good for her.
This whole it's built on her.
Yes.
It's fucking built on her.
I'm glad she said something.
Me too.
Good for her.
But the narrative that I've been seeing online is that it was her fault. She caused all of this. It's like, no. She's standing up for her character.
Yeah.
Because
and the work that she did a long time ago. She deserves that. She deserves everything.
without
If it
her,
was-
this wouldn't happen.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
This is what I hate about Hollywood is that you know that if a dude did that, they'd be like, oh yeah, give him that
that's
screen
boss
time.
behavior.
But because Jennifer Love Hewitt is a woman, an older actress too, all of a sudden she's a bitch or too demanding.
Yeah,
Fuck
causing
you.
drama.
Causing drama? No.
It's like, no.
She deserves all of that.
She wanted to have some creative input with her character.
As she
because
should.
it's
She
her
create-
fucking character.
It's her character.
Yeah, so it really pissed me off to see.
Jennifer Love, who do you want me to fight?
Honestly,
I will fight for you. I mean, you're probably fine now, but
Mm-hmm.
just letting you know, I would have. I was in that room.
Me too. So good on you. I'm very happy that we got to see as much of you in this movie as we did. J. Love Hewitt,
We love you.
you deserve it. Another thing that like really pissed me off about the way that she was treated during this whole experience, there was a video of her at the red carpet. And people were body shaming her so fucking bad.
You.
And
Whoever-
similar to how the media spun her negotiations as being a negative on her part, it pisses me off that the industry is not kind to women from any angle.
No.
And like people tearing her apart for her body. Listen, people, let people have bodies without feeling the need to comment on it, on what they should do, on what they should wear, on how they should dress. Fuck off with all that stuff. Because I've even seen people who were just like, well, she's beautiful, but she shouldn't be wearing a dress like that. It's like, no.
What is wrong
She's
with you
beautiful,
guys?
period.
Like, that's not even... I was just so happy to see Jennifer Love Hewitt is working again because I
Thank
fucking love her.
you. Thank you.
Well, be thankful.
Yeah.
is
People
wrong
have
with you
bodies.
guys?
This may come as a shock to so many people out there, but human beings have real human bodies
Yep.
that do real human body things.
Exactly.
And sometimes that involves inflation. Sometimes that involves depuffing. Sometimes that involves scars. Sometimes that involves birthmarks. That is none of your fucking business to comment on. There's a million other things that people do that should be of more concern than whether or not they gain weight or cover up a scar or smile. How about we talk about...
Yeah,
I'm not
what
going to
about
put that
that?
in there. Yeah. But genuinely,
Yeah.
there are really shitty people out there in this world that are really hot, and I'm so tired of seeing people thirst over them as if they're...
They're like fucking a gift for us.
Yeah.
No, they're probably horrible people.
Yeah. Sorry, I just had to say that.
No, I'm glad you said
So,
that.
carry on.
No, I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you.
Yeah, thank you.
Fuck that.
Now, I pulled up Letterboxd.
Oh, that's
yeah,
like
this is my
the
first time.
other user review.
Yes. This one's significantly more crowdsourced, I think.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
social media kind of stuff. That one's a rating out of 5,
Okay.
2.5, 50%. Which honestly,
Is that a good thing? I feel like it's
horror
bad.
horror generally ranks lower. That's one thing too. You have to keep in mind when it comes to horror movies, they are generally going to be scored lower across the board. Because people are more critical of horror. They think it's silly, whatever. Anyway, these are all half a star reviews. Somebody said, just give your money to charity and let the 90s rest. That's funny. Somebody said, now why couldn't y'all leave Brandy out of this?
Okay, that was funny.
That's also funny.
That was funny.
The good letterbox, I have 2. Someone said, not a single diva down, which honestly, actually,
I liked it.
me too.
I liked it.
Not a single diva down.
Yeah.
And then someone said, obsessed with everyone in that friend group serving phase. Again, because they are all
They're
so fucking
beautiful.
hot. Speaking of which, let's just talk about the characters real
Yes,
quick.
yes.
So I have my list of characters. We have, okay, so Ava is presented to us like she's our final girl.
Yeah, she has her shit together.
Uh-huh.
I noticed in the opening shot when we meet her, she has a Hoya Crimson Queen. Either a Crimson Queen or a Crimson Princess, which to me signifies that she's a responsible gal, but with a little bit of an edge.
Was this inside or outside?
This is inside.
Beautiful.
I saw that. I was like, oh, the establishing shot is that not only does she have a pathos, but she has a Hoya too.
I'm going to rephrase that for you, though. Her parents are responsible. Because she doesn't live there.
Oh my gosh, she doesn't.
She's visiting. So her parents are all of those things that you said. But yeah, so she is given to us as if she's our final girl. I genuinely believe Danica is really the centerpiece of this movie.
Danica is definitely, if it wasn't for her,
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have liked it as much.
The movie feels like it follows her more. We
Oh,
get,
definitely.
It's kind of like how in the third one, remember how I mentioned we spent so much time with Zoe and like she had her dream sequence and all that stuff?
She was supposed to be the final girl.
It felt like she was supposed to be the final girl. Same principle here, but better movie.
And it was with Danica too. I wanted to hate her character because the thing is that I'm very critical when it comes to, I would like to say, like the dumb blonde character, just because I love that type of character so much. A lot of my favorite movies feature that kind of character. So automatically when I see one, I'm like, you better be really good. You better play this really well. And she turns it.
Well, what's great about it is they don't play her as a dumb blonde. They play her as a stupid smart girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's some moments where I'm just like, you're very self-aware. You're quite emotionally intelligent. But you also say like, what, Milo, are you an egg? Like some stupid ass shit like that. It's like, I know people like that.
Yeah.
I texted my bestie / roommate. Her little sister is Danica.
Danica.
Yes.
See, the best dumb blonde characters are like that. They're too smart almost, but they say just kind of like, what?
Well, it's like Helen Shivers. Helen Shivers
Shivers,
wasn't stupid. She wasn't vapid.
Yep. Another example, Elle Woods.
Absolutely.
Kelly Bundy, I'll even say.
I would agree with you there.
Yeah, right. You know what I mean? Like everyone's like, "Oh, Kelly's an idiot." I'm like, no. If you really pay attention to what she's saying,
She knows what she's doing.
She knows exactly what she's doing. She knows exactly what to say to get what she wants.
Yeah, she might not know math, but she knows how to like.
She knows how to get what she wants.
Yeah.
With minimal effort.
Agreed. So, I love Danica. We have, in my opinion, the most forgettable person of this friend group.
Is it the dude?
Yeah, Milo. He's like some political dude. He's Ava's ex. He's white bread.
He's the Wonder Bread.
Yeah, he's the Wonder Bread
He's
of the
Wonder
movie.
Bread.
And then we have Teddy, who is Danica's fiance, who is gorgeous. So fucking hot.
Cutie.
He's a Nepo baby. He's the son of...
He's like the Ryan Philippe.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
each one of these people is generally like a stand-in, right? Like Ava is the Julie, and then Danica is the Helen. Teddy is the Barry. Milo.
The Ray.
Or our fifth person, Stevie,
Is the
Ray.
Ray. Yes. Okay.
Yes. So we
yeah.
have...
When there was... Oh,
Yes,
we'll
because
get to it.
rather than 4, we have 5
We had
friends.
5. That was the twist. I was like,
Yes.
there's 5.
So we have Stevie, who used to be friends with them in high school. Her dad blew all of her money, and now she's like working class. She's in recovery. She had to go to rehab. Like shit got really bad for her, and she's like working this party, and she ends up just like reconnecting with them. I feel like Stevie is Ray. Milo, and I feel like that's why he's so bland, because he's not a direct stand-in for another character. He's kind of the Will. Yeah, he's without the stupid name reveal, you just know that he's there to get killed. Along with that, we have Grant, who is Teddy's dad. He's the real estate mogul. He's the reason why Southport is gentrified as fuck right now. Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, this is like the Hamptons of the South. Everybody has fucking boats and automatic doors that go to their personal private docks.
Very, very fancy homes.
Yes.
Very different from the Southport that we saw in the first movie.
Yes, very different.
It is not the quaint fishing village anymore. Like, this is nice. Like,
yes. And that's due in part to Grant,
who's like swooped in when he saw like the murders happen. That's why I'm like, why is someone hating on the references? It's crucial to the plot.
Well, that's exactly it, because it's gentrification 101. You're erasing the entire history, for better or for worse. So yeah, and then we have another character. We have Tyler, who is the podcaster.
Yes.
Played by Gabriette. So fun.
Do you love when I like, is that
you thought that was fucking Julia Fox, this motherfucker? But here, you know what? I get it though. They're both kind of like they're both internet it girls. They're they're style icons.
I only know about that crowd through the Brat album.
Exactly.
Yeah. So like when I saw her face, I was like, oh, is that the Julia that they're always talking about? I'm like, oh, that's so
Come on,
Julia.
Gabrielle, you're so...
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So in my mind, I was like, oh my God, that's like Julia, right? No, bitch.
Close enough. Yeah.
But anyways, she was delightful.
She was so great. Another terribly hot person in this cast. Some small throwaway characters. We have the pastor, Judah Gillespie, and his little blonde flocker. I didn't get her name.
I don't think did she even have a name?
I don't know. All she does is clean windows and stack crates. That's it.
She cleans windows and moves boxes.
Yeah. We have Wyatt, who is an alcoholic, and he's Danica's replacement piece after everything goes down.
Oh, yeah.
And then we have Ray and Julie are back. Those are like the big ones. Mm-hmm. But let's go ahead. Again, this isn't going to be like a chronological move through the beats. We're just going to talk through a lot of the stuff. And we kind of already talked on, I think, the gentrification of it all, which I think
the true monster
of this, like, really, well, because that's one of the big reasons why well, I'm just gonna say it. So
are we gonna do it?
Yeah, spoiler warning, final alert. We're just gonna say who the killers are now, so we can just talk through it.
All right.
First killer is revealed to be Stevie.
Dun dun dun.
Which I clocked about halfway through.
You did.
I did.
You did.
And then there's a second killer, which is the first. And, well, not really, I guess, because we had Ben and Will.
It was a twist.
It was a twist.
It was a major... I gasped.
Yeah. The second killer, Ray. Which I'm so fucking happy that they did this.
I'm happy they did it, too. Like, it takes a lot for me to get surprised. I was shook. And I accepted it. I was salivating.
I clocked that too. I clocked that before I clocked Stevie.
You did.
I did.
You did. I remember because we were discussing it, and there was this one detail that Gabriette, what's her name?
Gabriette, yeah.
Gabriette did.
Yeah.
Like, you.
Exactly.
That's when...
So Gabriette is a podcaster, Live, Laugh, Slaughter, which is such a good fucking name for her. I'm a little pissed that that's not the name of mine. Such a good fucking name.
They based that character off of you.
They better
Actually,
have.
It was you.
That's why she's so skinny.
It was you.
It was me. No, she's so fucking funny. And she's like a podcaster, like true crime podcast. And I think they hit the nail on the head with that archetype. But when she gets killed, she pulls the hat off of the fisherman. We don't see it, but we see her reaction, and she's like, "You." And I'm like, okay, who in this group of characters that we've met so far would she recognize? Obviously Ray, because she's
Someone-
intimately familiar with
The history.
the history. So I'm like, okay, so it's probably Ray,
Oh,
which I fucking love. I love a big swing like that.
that's a good, yeah, that is a twist. That is something satisfying. It makes sense too. It's not like one of those details that are like, oh, we should just make one of the main characters a killer.
Just for the shock factor.
Just for the shock. No, it was shocking, but it made sense.
Exactly. It's not like if you were to take Scream and make Sidney Prescott a killer.
Yeah.
You know,
like, Sydney
after
would not do that.
Sidney would not do that. Ray, on the other hand, going back to our conversation about gentrification, Ray feels abandoned. He feels, because he and Julie are no longer together. They apparently, it seems like it was a really ugly
A messy
break.
breakup.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Both of them are just like,
Don't look at me. Don't talk to me.
exactly. I love how it was like, wait, you were married to Julie James? And he was like, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah, they do not like each
burn.
other. I kind of like that we don't know what happened between them too.
That is a kind of nice mystery.
Yeah,
I think it's because he used his electronic toothbrush wrong.
that's probably it.
That would drive me insane. I want a divorce.
He just, we talked about this. Every conversation they had, she would run away from him. They would end with her running away. I'm like, this is not a sustainable relationship. And a relationship built on trauma, of course, it's not going to work out.
Yeah,
so,
that's the recipe for disaster.
So he feels forgotten. He feels abandoned. And of course, he was working class in the first movie.
He's still
And he's still working class in this movie.
Poor
Granted,
Ray.
he has his own bar, which is great, but he's watching the same people that basically alienated him his entire life just completely surround him and erase him. The one thing that happened to him that he hasn't been able to move past. So
No. And like, how fucked up? Like, he has been part of this town for God knows how long, his family, and then all of a sudden these new people come in, fucking build fancy homes, and he is still on that fucking dock. I would be pissed too.
yeah, like I get it. I 100% get
I
it.
totally get it.
That's some other critiques that I saw about this movie were that it didn't make sense that Ray would be the killer.
It didn't make sense.
Yeah, and I'm like, I can understand. Some people need things handed to them more directly. You know, like some people are just like, well, I just don't buy that he wasn't able to get through the trauma and this, that, and the other, and da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, honestly, I do buy it.
I buy it.
There's so many nuances in the human life that could have led him to this breaking point, and
The
we
thing
don't
is,
have to
he's-
see all of them.
Yeah,
We don't.
his teens and his college years, or not college years, but his like 20s, surrounded by killing, surrounded by death.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, that's part of his story. So of course he's gonna be comfortable killing people
Mm-hmm.
because his friends were killed. He was he witnessed killing.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense.
And then if you factor in the other layer, because we find out that Stevie. Oh, I guess we should. I'm going to rewind for a second. So the accident that happens, you had some thoughts about it when we walked out, right? Because there's, of course, with the first movie, there's the inciting incident. And then this movie, we have to have some sort of fresh new situation.
Some
They had
kind
to
of
have done
secret.
something last summer.
Yeah.
So,
It wasn't dramatic enough for me.
yeah, because here's what happens. It's not like the first one where they're
Literally
partying.
hit someone.
No, because they're watching the fireworks. Stevie's back. It's the five of them smoking cannabis and watching the fireworks, and Teddy is standing in the middle of the street doing his like macho thing.
I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, so he does a little like, what's that's in the middle of the road. A car like swerves off the road and falls off a cliff.
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo! That's not really. I don't feel like that's. The hands are not bloody enough. A hit and run, and then trying to get rid of the body when the body tried coming back to get you, and then you threw it away, and then went down to get the tiara. That is blood on your hands.
Mm-hmm.
But this one seemed like a very innocent accident.
I have two thoughts on that.
Okay.
Because I don't disagree with you. I do think the stakes feel a little bit lower, but here's why. I do think that had the information gotten out that the reason that the accident happened is because he was smoking weed and fucking off in the middle of this very dangerous roadway, he would have gotten in trouble. That is cause for it's involuntary manslaughter, right?
No.
So I do get that. Now, here's why I don't think it's anything more intense than that. The reason in the first movie we are able to align ourselves with our hot, sexy teens at the end is because we find out that Ben Willis, the person that they hit with their car, had just finished killing somebody else. And now he's going after them.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, okay, on the moral scale,
They were right.
They were right,
Yeah.
Despite their intentions. With this one, an innocent man dies.
Yes.
So they couldn't retell that same story of them accidentally killing
Because
somebody who just
them...
happened to be a murderer. That's too repetitive. So they had to find a way to have some sort of incriminating incident that wasn't incriminating enough that made us question the moral standing, like whether or not these people deserved to die. The issue at hand is that they leave, Teddy calls his dad, and like cleans up the whole thing so that way it's as if they're never there, so that way they'll never be held accountable for it. So that's where the issue takes place.
Yes.
I understand the stakes are so different from unintentionally killing somebody, but from that moral standpoint, like they couldn't pull that thing of just like this group of teens accidentally killed somebody.
Because it would make them like moralistically bad, and you don't want to be part of their story. You are rooting for them. I get it.
Yes,
I get it.
Now I do think it would have been a little like I feel like the stakes would have been a little bit higher if it was just like they didn't call the police.
Yeah, like something really, really fucked up happened on that road.
Yeah, like if let's say that car crash and everything still happened, but they just left. They didn't tell anybody. That I feel like would have taken the stakes up a little bit more.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But again, that puts us back in that moral gray ground. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
And also, like, even when I was watching it, there's something, this isn't as high stakes, but I accepted it because I wanted to enjoy the movie.
Yeah.
Again, kind of going back to the idea, this is a silly movie.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. They don't have our hot, sexy teens don't have to kill somebody every time. You know?
I want sexy people killing people. Damn it.
Yeah, but what ends up happening, the reason why the murdering is happening is because Stevie, our working class hero, ended up having a connection with the person that died with Sam Cooper. They were either like partners or like
some
good
kind
friends.
of I think like adopted family vibes. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
From like the group photo.
Well, because with Stevie, after her dad blew all of her money, her friends dropped her. Like her rich friends, they just kind of like did their own thing.
Yeah.
And she was left by herself. She went through a really dark time. She ended up meeting Sam in rehab, and we find out that the reason why he was going up there in the first place is because he was worried that Stevie was going to relapse.
Yes.
And so that's why she's the killer, and I totally get that. She had these people who completely abandoned her, kind of similar to what we talked about with Ray.
Mm-hmm.
And she lost the one thing that really mattered to her because of them.
Now that I'm like thinking about it, she was in the car, too, when that accident happened.
She was standing on the side of the road, yeah.
So how did she not realize that was her friend's car?
It wasn't her friend's car. It was the pastor's car.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
But she didn't even I don't know.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention to pastor vehicles. I don't pay attention to pastors. And then also his face was completely covered in blood. There's a lot of things. It wasn't his car. It was a different
dark.
car. Yeah.
Okay. I guess.
Uh-huh. Now we come to find out that Stevie is basically like a surrogate daughter to Ray.
Yes.
He promised to take care of her. Yeah. So if you pair the trauma that Stevie went through and the absolute grief that she's enduring with this paternal figure who is also dealing with so much shit, like I think it makes sense.
It makes sense for them to be connected for sure.
Is it the most logical reason for two characters to be killers? No.
Probably not.
But
it makes sense.
What in slashers is logical? I'm not in the slashers for the logic. As long as there's like something that makes sense, I'm fine. Suspend disbelief.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fun, people.
It's fun. Slashing and killing people, fun. Ooh, keep this if you want. I love the creativity in weaponry.
Oh, you know what? You're right. This Fisherman does feel a little bit more brutal.
Yeah.
Than Fisherman's Past.
Because Fisherman's Past. What a great title.
Fisherman's Past. Catch of yesterday.
Get the fuck out. I hate you right now so much. Oh. This fisherman, in previous renditions of the fisherman, always the hook. This time we get other fisherman tools. A harpoon.
Fuck yeah.
That harpoon was used so many times.
It immediately feels more modern. Apart from the backdrop, like the weaponry, it just feels so updated and exciting.
Because it was the first weapon we were introduced to.
Mm-hmm.
Even because I played with the audience too. Because of course we're gonna expect a hook, but the first kill was a harpoon,
Mm-hmm.
and we all know who it was from that harpoon.
Yep.
Oh my god, it's the fisherman. It has to be the fisherman.
Yes.
Rope was used.
Rope was used. Knives were used. Actually, I feel like the hook was only used once to kill somebody. Well, to kill somebody once.
To kill somebody. It was shown many times.
It was shown many times.
Gabriette was.
She was hooked, but she was also hanged.
Oh yeah. She was outside.
The only person that was like
shivers.
definitively killed with the hook was Teddy's dad.
Ah yes.
Because everybody else, so we had the harpoon gun, we had the rope, we had like the hook and the hanging. So yeah, I'll give that.
Oh, how they displayed Teddy and his dad.
That was so hot.
Oh my god, it was kind of hot.
Full erection there.
As catch of the days.
It was so good.
I
Everybody.
love and how they're posed. It was so beautiful. It was so queer. The idea of when we were talking about how the fisherman was so extra about doing things, we get that again here.
Mm-hmm.
Why you got to display them like that in poses? Ray, are you secretly homosexual?
Right. Well, and also like thinking about.
Oh my god,
when-
Ray's bar is a gay bar.
Oh, that'd be fun. Gays bar. You know, they called him Gay Ray back in the day. Maybe that's why him and Julie got divorced. Maybe, what if he had an affair with Stevie's dad?
Oh my god.
And Stevie's dad blew all the money and ran off out of guilt.
I see it right now.
Wild.
Ray the gay.
Good old Gay Ray.
It was a baby blue.
Billy Blue.
Billy Blue.
Billy Blue who?
Billy Blue is homosexual. Ray's gay.
I do want to say something real quick. I'm going to throw it back to the fisherman being extra.
Oh yeah.
So one thing, I didn't notice this until the third time that I viewed it. Because, you know, Gabriette, Tyler, they go to this Bayside house and like, we know that it's Shivers because we're just like, because she's referencing the iconic chase scene with the Helen Shivers shirt. When she gets hanged, I noticed the Bayside sign had been dislodged and behind it was the old Shivers sign. It was a fun little treat to see that.
I just got a shiver.
Yeah, it was really cute.
Oh my god, I need to rewatch it.
So that's extra too. She's a queen of the past. Talking about the fan service of it all.
Yeah.
And like more Easter eggs. I love that they had a scene take place in what once was the Shivers department store.
Yeah.
But what I will say,
When Gabriette brings Ava to
it's like the Bay House or something
yeah.
like that.
I thought it was the gym at first where
No, but we do get the gym.
Oh, we do get the gym.
Yeah.
Yes, we do get the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah. The steam room.
So, and you know what? That just takes me to, I do think that a huge theme of this movie, and this is not a groundbreaking observation, there's a heavy commentary on gentrification in this.
100%.
Heavy.
100%.
We get all of these iconic set pieces from the previous movie. Gentrified.
Gentrified. Yep.
Yeah, we get the shitty department store is now like
Fancy restaurant.
like a
or
fancy
something.
restaurant or something. The shitty gym that we commented on, that's just like lockers next to a punching bag
Oh,
next
yeah,
to a shower.
Yeah. Everything's super close.
Has like a steam room and it's like super
nice.
fancy.
Yeah.
Ray's bar is like the only dilapidated thing that we see. Everything else is just so
yachty
elegant
and white and
exactly.
fucking windows and
I feel like they almost had to do something like that with this movie.
they have to
Because it's 27 years later, so much has changed.
But that's what happens. Like that is true horror. That is realistic horror. Seeing your old neighborhood turn into something that is not where it represents who you are. And then people trying to like make a profit off of it. Fuck you.
And then tell you that your history has no value.
Fuck, I'm gonna put a hook in you.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I get it.
Because that reminds me when I went back to my hometown, Fremont, California, and where there was an abandoned parking lot with like this freaking bank that no one went to is now a Whole Foods.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this parking lot that everyone used to get high in is now a Whole Foods. And I'm like, I'm going to go in there. Why not? You know, and I was like, wow, this is what that bank actually looked like because no one went to that bank.
Yeah.
But you could see like the remnants of the bank. Just now, there's like a whole like organic freezer section. I'm like, this is so funny.
I've been in New York for like just under 10 years, and like even in that 10 years, just seeing how much things have
So
changed.
much, yeah.
Like walking through neighborhoods that I used to live in and just being like, what even is this now? And it's, I can acknowledge that, and it's an uncomfortable place to sit. Like, I'm part of the problem. I'm a transplant. I moved out here. I live in Bushwick, which is definitely a very gentrified neighborhood.
I think, well, I was actually talking about this with one of my neighbors who actually has lived here for 30 years, has daughters here. She's a grandma herself. And we actually talked about gentrification of her neighborhood and stuff. And she said that from her perspective, there are the good ones and the bad ones. The good ones are those who want to make friends with her, that want to be part of her community.
That's exactly it.
Also working class too. She's like, Richard, you were just like me. You were just like my daughters. You were trying to make a living here. You're trying to make your dreams come true. You're not coming in with your parents' money trying to improve things. You were just trying to be part of our story. You are a good one.
And I think that's the difference. Exactly.
That's the difference.
Being part of the community.
But she was like, but your fucking neighbors though, those are the ones who came in with their daddy's money, not working. She's like, I've never seen that person work. And yet complaining about everything around here. Noise complaints up the wazoo.
Yes.
See,
that's
the thing.
I read an article. I can't remember which bar it was. There was a bar, a queer bar in Brooklyn or Queens, I think, where somebody had moved in and kept complaining about this bar that had been there for years.
Being too
yeah.
See,
and it's like, here's the thing. If
say it.
If you don't want to be a part of the community, don't fucking move there.
Don't move there.
Do not move there. Don't come into these communities that have been so curated and cultivated for communities that 9 times out of 10 are at a disadvantage.
Exactly.
Like, in every sense of the word.
Exactly.
And then kick them out and like complain about the fact that there's a fucking meat store right there and there's a bar right there that's making noise and they're throwing a block party. If you don't like that shit, don't fucking move
get
there.
Out of here. Get the fuck out. We never wanted you anyways.
Yeah, and that's kind of like, that's what we see here is like they are, because you are ignoring the actual culture and history of that neighborhood.
Exactly.
And you're trying to make it into something that it's not.
You chose to come here. These people were born here. So fuck off if you're going to be a rude neighbor. You should be nice.
Yeah. So I think, be
nice to your neighbors.
Be nice to your neighbors.
Be nice to your neighbors. Say hello to them. I'm not telling you to be besties with them.
No, just don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
And don't move into a building and complain that there's not a Starbucks right there. But yeah, I'm really glad that gentrification was a part of the conversation in this movie.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
No.
Could they have gone deeper? Of course. You can always go
they could
deeper.
have definitely gone deeper.
But to take something that was kind of subtle and like making it this huge backdrop that this movie takes place in, I was really happy with.
I was very happy with it too. That's the main bad.
Yeah.
The symbolic bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact that even though this is a fun summer horror movie, the fact that we're able to analyze it in this way shows that it's a good movie.
Yeah.
That's why those who rated it negatively, I don't think you actually thought about this. I think you read deep into the wrong parts instead of reading deep into like the bigger picture, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, and I don't even know if like there's intention without taking itself too seriously. And I think that's I love to live there.
Kind of like drag.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of like drag. Like, are you going to come after someone's corset or like, oh, that was, or are you actually looking at the whole performance, what the idea is?
Exactly.
And did you like it overall?
Yeah. Listen,
did they perform well? If they did, you probably liked it.
And here's the thing. There will always be notes for improvement in every art form. And that should not take away from whether or not it's worthy of being enjoyed.
Yeah.
At all.
I thoroughly enjoyed this movie.
Me too.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
What's another moment that stands out to you? I already know you're going to bring it on. Go for it.
Sarah Michelle Gellar comes
baby.
back. Oh.
Yes.
Okay. No, not only does she come back, but beautifully glittered through the whole movie, Helen Shivers references.
Oh yeah, I need that shirt. That
I
Gabrielle.
need that shirt. I tried searching for the shirt. I couldn't find it. but I'm just giving it a
It's
few more
gotta be a
weeks for
thing.
someone to make it.
Yeah, so there's a shirt that Gabriette's character wears. It's the only photo it's the first photo that pops up when you type in Helen Shivers.
It's her, like, that
It's her
one, too.
headshot. It's her tiara headshot, but it says Helen Shivers Croaker Queen. It's a fucking wonderful
I
shirt.
need that shirt.
And we see like that same headshot at the photo at her grave.
always
It's
the
everywhere.
same.
It's
Like,
the same fucking picture.
See, that is camp and it's beautiful.
Thank you.
I love they
Yes.
use the same shot. And because the director is besties with Sarah Michelle Gellar, you know Sarah Michelle Gellar's like, oh my God, that is hilarious. Keep it."
Tickled, yes.
Because you know what? Because SMG is well humored. I'm more sure she's like, oh, keep it.
Yeah.
Keep doing that.
Yeah, all of these references of,
So
of
many
Helen
references.
Shivers.
They
Yeah.
always talk about Helen Shivers. Always like we even see Helen Shivers' gravestone.
Yeah.
And I'm proud to say,
Oh, God.
her birthday is September 4th. So that makes her a Virgo. Like me.
Congratulations.
We served our country.
Yeah, Virgos finally have a win.
Virgos, if you're out there, we have won.
Yeah, you have a dead bitch on your team.
Helen Shivers is one of us.
She is, yes. I remember you being very excited about that.
That was one of the moments
Uh-huh.
in the theater. I grabbed you. I was like,
Yeah. Well, and there's lots of like we talked about. There's lots of like Easter eggs and references for you to enjoy. There's the fucking parade float that
Oh my
because
God.
there's a chase scene that happens in a parade float, or in like
Danica escapes to that.
I do have to talk about the campiness and I thought the last time I watched it, I was just like, wait, why is this here? Because this chase starts in a cemetery, and then Danica ends up in some ambiguous warehouse where there just happens to be a Croaker Queen parade float next to the cemetery. Like, I'm like, okay, sure. Oh God.
Those are like one of those things that you just, because it's so amazing, you just like, you know what? Fuck
Fine,
it.
yeah.
I'll accept it.
It's really funny.
It's
Yeah.
really good. But I also love those. She takes off her shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Similar fashion as Helen Shivers does when she makes her chase. Danica did not need to take off her shoes to do that running scene.
Yeah, well, she takes them off before she goes inside. Maybe she's just like being polite.
Which honestly, Danica would do. She's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, actually, I don't.
It's like, oh, I can't get the floors dirty.
I'm gonna die. But I can't."
Oh. But yeah, so SMG, Helen Shivers references up the ass, which
Everywhere, yeah.
And that's how you know it's like those things that are just like those are the meta self-aware references that I need. That's how you know that people that loved this movie made this movie.
Satisfied me so much.
And it comes to this beautiful, glorious moment.
So I think Danica has like a dream or a flashback.
It's a dream.
It's a dream.
Because she's locked into the police station.
yeah. So it's a dream, and she looks around, and she's at the Miss Croaker like pageant or something, and she sees a backside of someone, a blonde backside.
With her dead fiance lying on the stage.
Who cares about that asshole? We're looking at the Croaker Queen, and it's like, oh my God, you could feel.
You're just like, wait.
Is because the thing is that from because it's so hard not to be shown things about this movie through social media and stuff, on your feed.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember multiple times Sarah Michelle Gellar saying, "I'm dead. Why would I even be there?"
Mm-hmm.
Like she kept saying that, so I had no hopes of having Sarah Michelle Gellar in
Same.
this. I'm like, she
Just
even
in
said-
photos, yeah.
And I trust Sarah Michelle Gellar. If she says she's dead, she's dead.
Yeah.
But she is dead.
She
But
is.
that does not mean that she cannot be part of a dream sequence.
Mm-hmm.
The Croaker Queen turns around, and who is it but the adult version of Helen Shivers?
I think they tried to digitally like de-age her to like get as close to
So beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
She was gorgeous in a dress in white, beautiful bouncy blonde hair,
mm-hmm.
the tiara. I loved it.
It was such a treat, especially because there was lots of teasing up to this moment that we didn't know were leading to this moment. Because Danica had mentioned like, oh, I've been having like these really crazy dreams, da 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 da, and then she keeps drawing parallels between her and Helen. She's like, oh, she was a Croaker Queen,
I
just
am
like me,
too.
yeah, da da
Yeah,
da
yeah.
da. So to have those culminate in this dream sequence where Danica is very clearly still digesting her guilt around everything,
Mm-hmm.
and it's being given to her via Helen Shivers. Because it's like Helen Shivers is a bitch in this scene, which as she should be.
Oh, as she should be, yeah.
Yeah, she's like, careful, honey, who's got the hook? Like, she's very catty.
Yeah.
And like ripping into Danica.
Oh, she even has a hook.
Uh-huh.
She has the hook in the dream.
Yeah.
You've seen it multiple times. So you have it fresh. Because honestly, when I saw SMG's face, I blacked out. I couldn't listen. I was just like, oh my god, Queen is here.
Yeah.
The goddess is here.
As soon as we saw her back, like we knew, and we were like beating the shit out of each
God,
other
oh God,
and just
yeah,
like
yeah.
in awe. Yeah, it was so fun.
Oh,
That was such a wonderful way, I think, to highlight something that so many people loved about the first movie,
yeah.
and like paying honor and tribute to it without ruining the plot.
Yeah,
you
because if
know?
they brought her back from the meaning like she's still alive or like hidden in secrecy,
I would have been pissed.
I would have been like, okay, you guys, that's serving a fan.
That's
base.
that's that fan service. That's like
That's
a
fan
deterrent.
service.
Yeah,
But how they did it here, it was fan servicey, but it made
sense.
Of course, she'd be in
Yeah.
a dream sequence.
of course. Danica had created this connection with her, and yeah,
And she was on her float.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think that was for me, that's a huge highlight of this
Yeah.
movie is the Helen Shivers dream scene.
I love how like as she's like telling off Danica, blood starts coming from her crown.
She's decomposing. And I love how she's like, I didn't want to die, but we needed to be punished, you know?
Oh, so good.
Oh, speaking of which, being punished, that reminds me one thing that I do have, because of course on this channel we talk about the queer elements of these movies.
Yes.
We do have, first off, everybody says that what I love, and this is so real too, we never would get this in the 90s, but this is so real to at least, you know, my friend group and how the people that I'm around talk. Everybody says that everybody is hot. All of the women in this, whenever they see another woman, they're just like, damn, she's hot.
Oh, they do say that.
Yeah, because they said it about Helen Shivers. They said it about the podcast girl. Like, there's a lot of like this fluid recognition that people
can be recognized as
attractive.
And openly too.
Even between the guys, there's a little bit more openness there. So I do think there's you see
all
that
those guys look like they would suck dick.
honestly. They probably have.
They probably have.
But you in this film see kind of that generational breakdown in strict, rigid sexuality and what you can say and what you cannot
honestly,
say.
I didn't mind.
I
And
love
it is
that.
It is a Gen Z thing, but I'm like, who cares? This is great.
I don't even know if I would say that's exclusively a Gen Z thing,
Yeah?
because as a millennial, all of my millennial friends are very much that way and have been for quite some time. But I think it's something that in the 90s we never would have seen.
No.
You know, but I think now like we're getting more comfortable with these ideas of fluid sexuality and acknowledgement of attraction not being an admission of queerness necessarily, and
Or like you want to do it, or maybe you do want to do it with them,
Even
but just
then.
like recognizing someone else is attractive.
just
I
more
think it's
transparency around sexuality.
great,
yeah.
yeah.
But what I can say is our leading lady Ava
Oh yeah.
is a bisexual queen.
Yep.
She doesn't specifically say it, but
Oh,
you know,
but we see it.
she is Milo's ex, and she, you know, tries to hook up with Milo during this movie, and she also hooks up with Gabriette.
Yes.
So we're like, yes, bisexual queen. Now here's my only issue with that, because I love seeing it,
I feel like I know what you're gonna say, but say it.
and it's the same thing with her, because she seems to be explicitly more kinky after the
Yeah,
events
because
of
like
the previous
Milo was
year.
like, "Oh man, this is like too much for me."
Yeah, so here are my thoughts.
Okay.
I have a lot to say about this.
Let us hear it.
I'm not the biggest fan of the implication that her bisexuality is as a result of trauma.
Yep.
I don't like that.
Because the thing is that you are introduced to her liking ladies after that accident.
Yes.
Right after.
I wish that had been established before.
Yep.
That's my thought. Now, that's not to say that people do not find their trauma manifesting in ways that are like hypersexual and whatnot. But if that's a commentary they're trying to make, they need to go deeper with that. Because I'm going to be 100% real with you and with everybody here. As somebody who has gone through an insanely traumatic experience and found myself reacting in ways that were hypersexual, there is so much more nuance to that behavior that needs to be shown. You know what I'm saying? Just tacking on like all right, Ava's bisexual now. She likes getting choked during sex because she feels like she needs to be punished. And this is how we're showing that she is out of control after the events. I don't necessarily love that.
I don't like that either.
And
Because it shows that, like, how the reason why you're queer is because you went through something bad. It's like, no.
Yeah.
You were that way before even.
Well, and also, here's the thing. Even if that was the case, tell that story. Don't just use it as a plot device or like to add a little flavor
To show, like,
onto
oh,
it.
she's bisexual too. Next.
Yeah, so those are my thoughts on it. Is it the worst thing? No.
It's not the worst thing, but it cheapens it.
I think so.
It
And
cheapens it.
you know, thinking about the conversation around bisexuality, there's already, for some reason, so much debate around bisexual identity from people who are not bisexual. Get the fuck over yourself. It's not for you to decide whether or not someone's sexual attraction is legitimate or not.
Yeah.
Believe them. But just like with this conversation around the apparent validity of bisexuality and so many people trying to take away that validity, I just don't think that this needs to be displayed that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Make her bisexual before the accident, Susan.
Mm-hmm.
So those are my thoughts on that. But I was happy to see it there. I love how casually it wasn't like this big coming out moment.
Yeah.
It wasn't a big plot moment of her
It
being
was
bisexual.
just the placement is what's annoying. I felt it too. Like when that scene happened, I looked over to you and I remember your face being,
Yeah.
I saw an eyebrow raise and I went, oh,
I feel like even
she has something to say.
Yeah, I feel like there just had to be just one small thing, whether it be like a reference to her hooking up with
ex-girlfriend or something.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
yes.
Because we, like, the introduction of Ava, we go through her childhood bedroom.
Yeah.
It could have been a picture of, like, her, like, you know, making out with a girl. Or just
Yeah,
it
just
could have
something.
so easy.
But also, I do suspect,
Something with Danica and Ava.
yes, it feels very much that way because after her fiance gets murdered,
The cuddle.
because here's the thing, yeah. Teddy and Danica, they break off. Danica has a new side piece fiance. He gets killed. After all of that, they cuddle and they make up in a very nice way.
Yes.
But there's definitely a Jennifer's Body-esque kind of relationship. Not as toxic. Nowhere near as toxic as Jennifer's Body. But it's very much like this childhood friend, but there is something more beneath the surface between them.
Made out a little bit. They experimented with each other for sure.
Well, they even say at the end of the movie, Danica says, "I think you might be my soulmate."
Oh yeah, she does say that.
Yeah. So I do suspect the two of them will probably have a queer storyline because there's definitely going to be a sequel, you guys. There's definitely going to be a sequel in this movie.
I'm curious how that sequel's gonna go. I mean, you have your thoughts of what the follow-up will be.
Well, I think, and I'm really excited about this idea. So I don't know if this is just me putting in my creative wish it was pants or if this is really where it's going to go. But they definitely set us up for a sequel in a couple of ways. We find out, okay, so Ray gets killed after it's revealed that he's the killer. He gets killed. Stevie, on the other hand, does not.
Yeah. Because they didn't find the body.
Well, yeah, but it was just like,
he says she's still alive.
yeah, Ava's just like, but you killed her. And he's like, did I? So, and then, God, I smell pad thai again. You need to start burping in that direction. So, yeah, so it's heavily alluded that Stevie is still alive. Along with that, we get a mid-credits sequence, which is another
gag.
Another gem.
Oh my God. Another, like, literally slapping each other in the theater.
Who else do we see?
Brandy as a successful woman.
A successful
and
woman.
A hot husband.
Hot husband, big house. I love that she's watching the news and she sees Julie and she's like, damn, someone's already trying to kill that woman. I hope she has a good therapist. Yeah.
And it's like such a Carla-esque line. That's the thing. It was also genuine to her character too. Of course she would be here. Of course she would do that. Of course she would say that.
Yeah, so we get that and Julie visits her and Julie got a picture of her and Carla with Carla X'd out and it written on the back it says it's not over. I cannot think of an ending of a film that leads more to a sequel than this between all of that because also the Danica and Ava are just like, I guess we have to kill her and they're like, I guess so. So here's what I think is going to happen. I think the next movie is going to be a girl power fucking movie. I think it's going to be Ava, Danica, Carla, and Julie on the offensive.
It sounds like a fun movie, but I don't feel like it's I Know What You Did Last Summer anymore. It's its own thing.
I mean, it's still in the world of I Know What You Did Last Summer.
It's in the world.
Movies can change form, and like look at Chucky.
That's true.
Like Chucky did it, and I fucking loved it. After Child's Play 3, they did a hard pivot into a different kind of story structure, centering Chucky
yeah.
and making Chucky and Tiffany, and then going back. Like that can work and can be cohesive in a franchise.
It can work. Yes. I mean, like I'm not hating on it.
Yeah.
But I definitely we're leaving what's left in the 90s and we're doing a new thing.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with
There's
that.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
I
But it's going to
think-
be it has to be something different.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it has to be.
I think so, and I think that's smart. And I'm kind of excited to see what they decide to do.
What do you think the working title would be? Bitches.
Bitches, the working title, like the one that like to throw other people off. I don't know, Petunias in the Valley. They always pick working titles.
Petunias in the
Working titles have nothing to do with the movie. That's the whole point of a working title. It's not going to be like Forget What You Did Last Summer, because that's going to be
love working
obvious.
titles.
Yeah. But I don't know. I'm very excited to see what comes next.
We'll see what happens.
This film.
Do you think Jennifer Love Hewitt would be down with it, or do you think she'd
Of
be
course.
like,
If she gets to continue the story, yeah,
yeah,
I think so. I think Brandy would be down with it. Obviously,
the two actresses, the new
yeah.
youngins,
yeah,
yeah, I'd say it's another paycheck.
especially because I feel like horror has a lot more. It's a lot more appreciated these days.
Yes,
you know, and I feel like there's a lot more.
I mean, there's
accolade to
a
it.
whole streaming service for just horror movies.
Yeah, and I'm subscribed. Shudder, baby.
Shudder. So yeah, horror movies are cool. I mean, they've always been cool.
Well,
but-
it's no longer the trap that it once
Yep.
was. It's
we
not
go.
the trap, you know? And I think nostalgia in itself is a powerful tool. When used correctly, it can be effective.
when used correctly, yes.
So I think that pairing those things together with what I'm hoping is a success of this movie, I can guarantee all parties involved would be down. Yeah.
I also want to say that this is a great feminist movie.
Yeah.
I love that the ladies are the ones in power. Because the thing is that if you look at horror movies past, there's always dead females everywhere. Even though the lead protagonist is like the last final girl, but you also see a lot of women being killed.
Well, a lot of punishment for promiscuity and
Not
stupidity.
being virginous.
Yeah.
But this is the first time where we see the women come out at the end. We got a glimpse of it, of Brandy surviving it.
We did, yeah.
But now it's in full force. And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I really do.
And I could tell that whoever made these decisions knew that like one of the it's kind of what we said. Sarah Michelle Gellar was the final girl we deserved in the first movie. No shade to Jennifer Love Hewitt, but we wanted both of them to survive.
Yeah, because the thing is, we loved both these characters. We wanted to make them out in the end. That's why the original audience, we were so sad when Helen Shivers dies. But I feel that through Danica and Ava's relationship and their survival, their friendship, them being soulmates, making it at the end, that's satisfied.
Agreed. It was
That's
very feel good.
It was feel good.
Very warm and fuzzy.
Yeah.
The divas are up.
Yep.
The
I loved
divas
it.
are up. Yeah.
Absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
I wonder if the negative reviewers are all dudes.
maybe.
Because it kind of happened with the movie The Substance. Because
Oh,
everyone
really?
that I talked to, the people who were queer or women, they were like, "Oh, I love this movie. This is
Yeah.
great." But it was always the straight dudes that had a problem with the movie because they could not handle it.
Mm-hmm.
They could not handle that this is a woman's movie, that
Yeah.
it's power.
Similar thing with Jennifer's Body. It was a critical flop because it was marketed towards the coveted 18-year-old male, when in actuality it should have gone towards like women and
Yep.
queer people.
Exactly.
So it's like a similar thing.
But I'm
I
just
wouldn't
curious.
be surprised.
Yeah, if those who did not like the movie, I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Are you a dude?
There could be a little bit of a through line between that. I think it's going to be a combination of things. You're probably going to have the dude bros like that. You're also probably going to have purists, people who are
the
holding
purists.
on too tight to the original.
Original.
Yeah. And who don't like Gen Z slang and who
Yeah.
feel like Gen Z are getting pandered to or whatever.
But I'm curious. Go ahead and comment it. I'm ready.
Oh, yeah. Let Richard know.
Let me know.
Yeah.
Let me know. I love discussing things.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I do.
Yes.
I mean, I just look at plants all day. So give me something.
Fair. All right. So before we wrap up, because this is our final episode together.
Oh,
So I just have some questions for you. reflecting on all 4 of the movies now, I'm just curious to know. I already know the answer to this. Favorite character?
Helen Shivers.
Of course, we love Helen Shivers. Who's your second favorite character?
Danica.
Mine would be Carla, and then
Oh.
Danica.
Carla's good.
I do love
Yeah.
Carla.
Carla's good.
Because Brandy is gorgeous. I fucking love Brandy.
I love Brandy.
And just so fun in that movie. Do you have a favorite kill? I know this is gonna be a hard one.
That's gonna be hard.
Yeah, feel free to.
So like, are you gonna ask chase scene or no?
That can, if you can let that be a factor.
Okay. Well, like, I will say Helen's chase scene is phenomenal.
There's no beating.
There's
it.
no beating it. But
No.
is it my favorite kill? No.
Okay.
But because it's the actual killing itself is not. Does that?
Mm-hmm.
The first in my head, my favorite kill, honestly,
Mm-hmm.
Ray's.
Getting harpooned through the chest.
Yep. Because right before that, Julie says, "What are you waiting for?" Or "What are you waiting for?"
Also satisfying. Bit of an eye roll, but it's satisfying.
It
eye roll.
satisfied
Yeah.
me. So in terms of just like satisfying kill, the first thing that pops into my head is Ray's kill because how it was dramatically lined up.
That's fair.
Yep.
I will say for me,
Yeah,
for
what
this movie, it's like hit or miss. Some of the kills are good. Some of them, I feel like there's something with how they were edited that didn't quite click with me. So I don't think anything from this movie is making that list.
Is your favorite? Who's your favorite character?
Oh, Helen Shivers.
okay.
Yeah, Helen Shivers, and then Carla,
Carla.
and then Danica.
Danica.
Yes. I think my favorite kill is probably the first kill of these whole shenanigans. Max from the first
The
movie.
Crab Shack.
Yeah, when he hooks him underneath his
Yeah.
jaw and drags him out.
That
from
is a good
underneath.
one. That is a satisfying kill.
It's a very good one to kick off everything.
How poetic that our favorite kills is the first
First
kill
one.
and the last kill.
Oh, look at that. Did not plan that.
No, we
Everybody.
did not.
We did not
We
plan
did
that at
not.
all. All right. Final question for you is ranking the whole series. So all 4 movies. We already know that I'll always know is
This is number 1.
yeah, it's the best out of all of them.
Best.
So we'll just say like
Okay.
out of the 3, rank them.
Okay. Oh, this is hard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because there's like loyalties. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's the what? Now I'm thinking like, what's the metrics? What
Yeah. What are your
what
metrics?
are my metrics for a good? How this would go? I think for me, metrics is how often I want to rewatch this.
That's a good. Yeah, that's a good thing to judge by.
Because I've noticed that my favorite movies are ones that I could rewatch over and over and over again, or movies that I want to watch over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, with that metric, the first one will always be my number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Second will be. Oh, this is so hard.
Yes, it is.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
My second pick is I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, and the third is this new one.
And that's not to say that this is bad.
Yeah, that's saying it's
all
bad.
relative, yeah.
They're all amazing. I love all 3 of these movies, but if I were to painfully rank, and I'm just literally, my metric is how much I want to watch it,
Yeah.
rewatch it, put it in my background. That's how I would do it.
I love that as a metric. Mine
But,
is always
yeah.
like how much fun I have while watching it. Like, is this movie fun? It doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be campy, self-aware or anything, but it's just like, do I enjoy the experience of watching it? You know?
So what's your ranking?
So this new one is number 3.
Okay.
You know, and again, this doesn't mean it's bad. It's just, you know,
This is where it falls in the ranking.
Yeah.
In this metric.
exactly. And also, I think it's worth noting my opinion changes with the wind. So if you ask me in 2 weeks, it might be different. But
Is this a Gemini thing?
it is. But right now, with where I'm sitting, and this might be controversial, the first one is going to be number 2.
Oh.
And the only reason is because I completely check out after Helen Shivers dies.
Very valid.
And it's
Very valid.
It's quite convoluted in a way that's not as fun as I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, which is why that's I Still Know is my number 1. Simply because that movie is just a stupid, fun time. It's so dumb. We get Brandy. We have the Bahamas for some reason. Jack Black as a fucking
Jack Black, yeah.
Jack Black is
Production
an appropriate
value
asshole.
is definitely
Yeah.
higher too. I knew you were gonna say I Still Know was gonna be your number 1. I had a feeling.
It's just, you know, and it's just so fun. The first one I love up and down. I love to
Yeah.
death. It's iconic. but that third act for me is such a boner killer. Whereas with I still know, obviously I fucking hate Will Benson, but just like that movie as a whole, it reads as so much more fun for me. So yeah, that's my ranking. Y'all get at me in the comments if you want to. Tell me how much you disagree with me.
There's one thing that I wish, if you really wanted to fan service me with the third one, I was hoping for this, but I didn't get it.
What?
I wanted a Jennifer Love Hewitt song.
Oh, that would have been great. But her music career is so gone.
So
yeah.
So after all the stuff that we talked about, I actually listened to Bare Naked.
Uh-huh.
I liked it.
It's a banger? Okay.
I actually liked it.
Good to know.
It was actually one of my gym jams, and if you look at my heavy rotation, Bare Naked is on there.
All right. Nice. Now, oh shit, I forgot to keep count. Well, I guess we're going to have to find out how many burps there are.
I feel like this episode was a grand crescendo.
It really was. Future Crybaby is probably going to have to edit in the total burp count right now. Hiya, skanks. Crybaby of the future here. As always, cleaning up the mess of past Crybaby and doing the homework that they refused to do. I have painstakingly counted every single burp this season, and the total number of times that Richard has burped into my microphone is 25. Gross. Now, back to you, past Crybaby and Richard.
Oh my god, that's so many.
Thanks, future Crybaby. Gosh, I can't believe we had this many burps.
Are you gonna do like a montage of all the
Oh
burps?
god. We'll see. We'll see if I have the energy for that. But with that said, Richard, one final. First off, do you have anything to plug? Anything that you're looking forward to? Anything coming up that you want people to know about?
I am still helping people with their plants, doctoring all around Manhattan and Brooklyn.
And where can they find you?
They can find me on Instagram at Lord Fierce, on TikTok at PlantDaddyMD, or you can visit my website, plantdaddymd.com. If you guys need any help with your plants, whether it be maintenance, doctoring, plant sitting, or you need an installation or don't know where to start, hit me up.
Thank you so much, Richard.
Thank you, Crybaby.
It's been such a treat having you on this show. You're definitely going to be back for something.
I hope so.
Or a couple of things, I'm sure. And I'm sure everybody out there enjoyed Richard as much as I did too.
Oh.
So with all that said, cuties, thank you so much for joining us for I Know What You Did Last Summer in that franchise. I'm probably going to take a small hiatus before I jump into the next franchise. I have some thoughts. I have some ideas.
Are you going to do a preview of what the next franchise is going to be?
Not right now. I have an idea of what I want to do, and I have an idea of who I'm going to ask to do it with me. I'm going to take a few, maybe like a week or two to step back and just like reflect on what worked, what didn't work, and like, because I'm still figuring shit out with this. Yeah. That's what we're here for. Yeah. But I think it's going to be something a little bit different than what we've done so far. So yeah, we'll see. But until next time, don't be scared. Unless you're into that sort of thing. Bye.